In this video, I just have a short and sweet success story of one of my clients who wanted to move to a different state in Germany where we live. So she applied to a job there, but she didn't have any apartment yet, and she had very specific things that she wanted in an apartment, you know, the price range, the location, but even like what the windows are supposed to look like. She wanted windows all the way to the floor. So she had very, very, very specific things that she wanted from her apartment. Time was really pressuring because she started working on, I don't know when it was, the 1st of July, but she didn't have the apartment yet. So I said, okay, take out the pressure, find a place to live, crash with someone, just book a room somewhere, because we don't want to try to manifest. I need to have it by them. It can work, but pressure often hinders manifestation. So I said, have a plan B to get more relaxed. And she did find an apartment. It was her dream apartment, exactly what she wanted, except for it was a little bit in a different area than she first thought was great. But remember, she was not coming from that state, so she didn't know all of the areas. So when we want to manifest something and we are very specific, we can add something like, I want this or better. And this is something that I would advise to you as well. You already have your image, but you can add or better, because the apartment she found, it was 2 weeks after she found the job she could move in. So she only had like 2 weeks where she had to store her stuff and stay somewhere else. So there was this overlap, unfortunately, a little bit, but she loves the area where her new apartment is. It was not what she had in mind, because again, she didn't know that place, but it had everything else on the list, and she likes that location even more. And she's described, what I wanted was looking out of the window and seeing woods and nature, and I do have that. So now I have everything I wanted for the price I wanted, the size of the apartment I wanted, I have the windows I wanted, I have the view I wanted, I have everything I wanted. So how did she do that? She did visualize and she did affirm that she's great to have found her perfect apartment. Then she added or better. And usually when we want to manifest something like that, where we have different things we want, also of course, like in a partnership, you want to define what is the perfect relationship, partnership, what is the perfect job, what is the perfect apartment. Because if you just want to manifest, okay, I want a perfect apartment, you can still manifest that, but I always advise to be specific, be clear. I want that many rooms, that price. I want the best neighbors in that case, of course. I want a supermarket close by. If you have children, I want school or kindergarten close by, and I want a good school close by. You know, I want a good neighborhood. Whatever is important for you, and then add or better, because we don't always have all of the information. Like for her, she didn't know all of the villages. She just knew like 1, 2, 3, and she was fixated on that one. But she found better. So we don't always know exactly what's best. We have a clear plan, but again, her apartment checked everything else on the box. So be clear, be precise with what you want to manifest. If you don't know all the information, then everything you desire. For example, if you want to manifest a job, you may not know what job is the perfect one, but you already know, I want it to be in that specific area. I want to have the best boss in the world. I want to have colleagues that I like, where I feel comfortable. You know, I want to work in a team or by myself. You know, I want to work indoors, outdoors. I want to work with people or not. I want to have that salary. I want to work that many days or hours per week. So you already know plenty, and you just script that then, and you leave it open, what is the perfect job title, and then you just will feel guided to that. Anyway, that was this little success story. She manifested her apartment. Oh, on a time crunch, I have to say that as well. I mean, she already kind of like moved there. She started a job, so she manifested that again 2 weeks later than she would have wanted to. But we have to say, she did not start manifesting like 3 months before. She manifested for like a month, maybe not even a month before she moved there. Because it happened so fast with finding the job. So she started like really manifesting. Probably it was like a month, and then she found it within 6 weeks. Maybe it was less than a month, I don't exactly remember. I know that she had wanted to move to that state, so she had already created images for over a year, but specifically manifesting her dream apartment, it was just a couple of weeks and she found the perfect apartment. So yes, success story, and you can do that too. If you need my help, of course you can reach out for personal coaching. Check out my manifesting playlist or my how to boost your manifesting playlist with secret tips to manifest faster, and then you will find whatever you desire as well. And yeah, I wish you all the best now. Bye bye.